with this progression with your TRX press down or push down, what you're going to do a lot of times it'll just be the band right here. You're just going to hold it with one or two hands. If there's only one color on a pole, of course that means just more likely than not, unless the keyword is offset. If it says offset, you're going to be using one band in each different color. But if there's only one band on each pole, one color band on each pole, it's going to be both hands on top of it like so, right? Otherwise, if there's two, you would do it like so, one band in each hand, right? And we're not going to do that today, but we're going to be doing tricep press down or push down. Drive those palms, keeping the hands close to the body, and bring it up slow and controlled. If there is one band, of course, there's a whole lot more force on the outside of the hands, which when we're doing presses, it's not so bad, but like a chest press. But we do want to watch it with some other movements, particularly these press downs. What we'll often do in some scenarios is pull out the plyo or the rib trainers, and we'll attach the dowel rod to two bands, one band on each side, and that'll give them a good stable handle to do the same sort of movement with. We don't do that too terribly often. The reason being is because we've had an issue in the past where we actually had handles for the bands, and people would let go, and it actually caused holes in the wall. So we don't really do handles for the bands anymore, in case anybody asks. But do watch that. But your press downs, of course, progressing with resistance. A lot of times we'll progress these movements as well with split squat of some sort, either split squatting at the bottom or split squatting at the top. We won't often do a squat or just regular squat or anything like that. You do want to watch with this one, make sure the glutes are activated, belly button's drawn tight, and packed chin, because a lot of people will start hunching over the band as they get into it. Doing this sort of movement, which is great for the bands, because they'll like be right in those bands. They'll start freaking out. So you want to make sure they're standing up nice and tall and get those triceps activated. A lot of the times we'll go for an overhead tricep extension, and that would just be like so. An overhead tricep extension. I like to take a stagger stance with the back heel off the ground, so tuck those hips underneath. Otherwise, the two things that they're going to be doing is that toe is going to be pointing straight out towards the side. I'm doing this thing. It's a wicked crazy external rotation in that hip, just to keep the foot flat. Or if the foot is flat, it's going to naturally cause an arch in the back or centering booty. And that's going to be a whole lot tighter in low back, pinching low back. And we don't want either one of those cases. And so if we're going for an overhead tricep extension, I like the back heel off of the ground and the hips popping underneath those hips, extending those arms up in front, and then just doing the elbows kind of like a skull crusher, bringing the band close to the forehead. All right? Those are a couple of good tricep progressions.